Inna alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ba'd. My dear brothers and sisters, in Ramadan, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah does not need your hunger and thirst. If you cannot control your tongue, then Allah does not need your fasting. So the importance in Ramadan is not just on not eating and drinking and so on. It is on bringing about a complete life change in our lives. It begins with our tongues. Not saying or doing something which Allah has prohibited. So, no backbiting, no slandering, no cursing, no telling lies, and so on and so forth. Now, point is, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they asked him, they said, Ya Rasulullah, I did not, I didn't start this, I didn't go and curse somebody, but what if someone else starts these things, or someone else, curses me and so on? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say to them, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, say to them, Ana Sa'im. He said, tell them, I am fasting. Now, I remind myself and you, my brothers and sisters, this I am fasting is not simply some term that we use only in Ramadan. Ana Sa'im is not only for Ramadan. Ana Sa'im is for our whole life. I am fasting when it comes to anything that is the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is not only in Ramadan but throughout our lives. Anytime we are faced with a situation where shaitan or the agents of shaitan seek to take us towards the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we must say in effect, Ana Sa'im, I am fasting. Meaning I am fasting means I am keeping away from. Fasting means I am keeping away from. I am keeping away from what? I am keeping away from everything which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibited. Because Islam, what is Islam? Islam is the meaning of submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam means to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Submitting to Allah means what? It means to follow what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to do and to leave what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to leave. And that is the importance of the Sunnah of Rabbi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because the Sunnah is to do what Allah told us to do and to leave what Allah told us to leave. What is the visible manifestation of that is the Sunnah of Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Ana Sa'im is for our whole lives. And that's why I remind myself and you, Ramadan al-Kareem comes as a lesson. It comes as a framework in which to fit our lives. This is the template on which we put our lives and see whether it fits or not. If you are using a template to check the quality of a product, if the product does not match the template, you don't change the template, you change the product. The template remains intact. Exactly the same thing. Ramadan is the template of fasting, the template of keeping away from whatever Allah ordered, which is the meaning of taqwa, which is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Ramadan, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you become muttaqeen. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us muttaqeen and to accept us in a state of submission when we come before Him. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.